You're listening to Life With Herpes, and this is episode 84. Hello. Welcome to today's episode on Life with Herpes. I am your host, Alexandra Harbushka. And as always, I am privileged and thrilled to have you here. It really does make my day. So thank you for spending your day with me. I look forward to spending my day with you, whatever it is that we're doing together. Right now, I'm in my new house. I hope you like it. So wherever you are, I'm with you. So whether you're bike riding, whether you're in the car, whether you're in traffic, whether you're at home, whether you're at the office, whatever you're doing, I am here with you. So I'm really excited to be here with you. So thank you for spending your time with me today. If you have not gone to lifewithherpes.com and become a member, I want to invite you to do that. Go ahead over to lifewithherpes.com, become a member. It is free. You get a lot of cool shit. When I say cool shit, I understand I'm talking about herpes, and it's a community you and I did not want to be a part of, but you know what? We are, and we're here. And it's totally going to be fine. But there's ebooks for you to download. There's a Slack community. It is a lot going on. Just a great community for people just like you and me who have genital herpes. All right, so today I really want to talk to you about viral shedding. And one of the reasons I really want to talk about viral shedding is the more I talk to people, the more I get my questions, through the hashtag Ask Alexandra, or questions in our Slack group, and just the more I hear from you, I realize that it's really important to understand what viral shedding is, because whenever I answer a question, it usually goes right back to viral shedding. So, yeah. That's why I want to do this. I'm really excited to just do a lot on this. I spent a lot of time researching, pulling data together, and just getting the information. So what is viral shedding? And I'll be honest, I'm not a science person. I never wanted to do science. I took the minimum required amount of science to graduate college, and that was that. So we're talking about, when I'm talking to you right now about viruses and viral shedding, we're using my 6th grade knowledge of viruses. So I'll be honest. I took OChem for 2 days. I don't think that counts. Anyways, virus is not my thing. Science not my thing, but I've had to learn a lot about viruses. So I did look this up on Wikipedia. So what is viral shedding? So it's used to describe shedding from one part of the body to another part of the body, or shedding from bodies into the environment where the virus can infect other bodies. So what this means, moving from one part of the body to the other. So the virus itself, once we're infected with the herpes simplex virus, or HSV, it lies dormant in our nervous system. So if we have HSV1, it lies dormant somewhere in our neck area, along our jaw. And if it's HSV2, it lies dormant somewhere along our vertebrae or our spine, kind of near that area. Why that is, hey, I don't really know. But the virus picks where it wants to go, and then it lies dormant. So what it does is it wants to pop up. It wants to go hey, I want to show up. I want to be here. What's going on? Just like our skin, if I were to scratch my arm right now, we can't see it, but I am shedding my skin. My hair comes out, I cry, I sweat when I exercise. Just my body's way of detoxing and getting things out of the body. Just like the virus itself, it just kind of wants to do a little wake up, bloom. It's compared to looking at blooming. We have the blooming season coming up this spring. When flowers bloom, the pollen's released, and it affects other bodies, right? So we get allergies. It's similar to that. The herpes virus lies dormant, it sheds, and it pops up. Okay, so that's kind of what it means in the non-science terms, and what it means in our layman's terms. Now, here's something that's really important that I want you to be aware of. Shedding does not have symptoms. It's considered asymptomatic. In other words, there are no symptoms. So unlike when we have an outbreak, right, we all know what an outbreak feels like, right? It's tingly, painful. Sometimes your lymph nodes are swollen. Sometimes you have maybe a little fever. You're exhausted. You're achy. What else? Itchy. What am I leaving out? I don't know. I must have left something out. But that's what an outbreak feels like. Shedding does not have any symptoms. That's a problem. So you and I do not know when we're shedding. So we have no way of saying to our partner, hey, I might be shedding right now. We probably shouldn't do it, or we should be a little more cautious. The thing is with the shedding is it's asymptomatic. So what is really important about this is just knowing that that you can always transmit it even if there is not a visible outbreak. One of the other questions that I get asked a lot along with the viral shedding is, hey, well, is there a season or is there a time when viral shedding is more prevalent? Does it go in seasons? Kind of like, I was using the blooming of the flowers and trees, that's spring. Does it do like a spring cleaning? Does it show up when I'm tired? Does it show up, like, is there a way I can prevent this from happening? And the answer is no. There really is no season or time that it is going to show up. However, here's the statistic. So if you have HSV1, that is less prevalent your body's less prevalent to shed. So when you have HSV1, you're only shedding about 5% of the time. So that's really good news if you're an HSV1 carrier. If you're an HSV2 carrier, your most prevalent time that you would be shedding, so I'm kind of backing up, but the most prevalent time is in your first year, and you're going to be shedding between 6 to 10% of the time. So that's in your first year. Now, as you continue on and out of your first year, how often do you shed? I don't know. Is there a season? No. Is there a reason why your body, the virus, wants to pop up and say hi, other than to be annoying and pass it on to the next person? No. You have to think about it. This is the virus's way of surviving, right? It wants to survive. This is the way that it can survive because it knows that it can transmit it to somebody else. So if you look at theory of evolution, then that's what it's doing. Okay, another question that goes along with this and in viral shedding and antivirals are people ask, if I take antivirals daily, will it reduce the shedding? And the answer is yes, that is really great. So if a daily antiviral is commonly known as Valtrex or Baclocyclovir, these antivirals lie dormant. They allow the virus to lie dormant in our system and prevent it from having an outbreak. It lessens the viral shedding by 50%. So that's really great news, right? So it lessens it by 50%. So that's why it's really important that if you are sexually active with somebody that does not have herpes and you don't want to pass it to that person, which in most cases you wouldn't want to pass it to that person, right? It's important that you explore the option of antivirals, right? You would want to take them to lessen your chance of transmitting it to your partner. So that's really great news that you can do that. So yeah, taking an antiviral does help. Something to keep in mind back to the shedding is, I was mentioning before I got onto the antiviral topic, is this virus, right? It's its way of breeding. Essentially, it pops up unannounced, and that's how we pass it because we don't know that we are exposing our partner at that time. 70% of transmissions occur when you have no symptoms, right? So you are shedding at the time. So that's when transmission occurs. I'm sure you can look back at your story of how you were diagnosed, and chances are your partner did not have an outbreak. And so that's how it got transmitted, is that person was most likely shedding and you had skin-to-skin contact, and voila, it was the magic recipe, right? Okay, so here's ways you can prevent transmitting it to your partner. And what I don't want to happen, and I want you to make sure, I am not an anti-sex, I am not an anti-anything. Sex is a beautiful thing, and even though we have herpes, it should not should not matter. It should not get in the way of our sex lives. It should not get in the way of finding true love. It should not get in the way of creating a family. It should not get in the way of any of that. And so that's why I have this out, is so that we can get all the information possible, so that we can keep giving our best knowledge, and knowledge is power, so that you can take this and run with it, and we can get on to our beautiful lives. So 2 ways I want to recommend that you use to prevent transmitting herpes to your partner. 1 is condoms, and 2 is antivirals. Now, talking just about condoms, I want you to know they're not bulletproof. Using a condom does not protect you 100% from transmitting or if you don't have herpes, from getting herpes. If you think about it, a male condom covers just one portion of the anatomy, right? And when we have sex, there's a lot of skin-to-skin contact that is not covered by the condom. So keep that in mind. I know that's something we've been told throughout forever is, hey, use a condom, you'll be fine. Use a condom, you'll be fine. And yeah, condoms are great, and I want you to use a condom, but just keep in mind that it's not 100% foolproof or not 100% transmission proof, all right? There's still areas of the skin that could be infected, could be having a viral shedding moment, and you can transmit it. The other thing with it, I would recommend using an antiviral. That is also going to, as I just discussed, lessen the viral shedding by 50%. So that's going to cut back on the viral shedding when you do come skin to skin. So those are kind of some methods I want to make sure you know. I want to make sure you know about viral shedding. It is kind of one of those like sneaky things that we just don't talk about, and we just don't know about it. We hear herpes, we hear, oh, I have it for life, or oh my gosh, I have this rash, this outbreak. But what we don't talk about is the viral shedding, and that's really an important key component to probably your diagnosis. It's probably how you got it, and B, so that you know how you can do the most possible to prevent passing it to your partner. So that's what I recommend. All right, my friend, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you like my new apartment, my new house in Las Vegas. Go to lifewithherpes.com, join the community. I really cannot wait to meet you and see you and spend time with you and talk to you and learn about what's going on in your life, and just be your sounding board. There's a ton of people in the community that are ready to meet you as well. So if you are not a member yet, head on over to lifewithherpes.com. Sign up, it's free, join, and we will have some fun. All right, my friend, have a great rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you soon. Mwah. Bye.